was up at the club, turning up, showing love. I was living my dream. Yeah. Seen a sexy lady, I walked up to her like, hey, I know you've heard of me. Then she told me, I don't know who you are. I told her back, baby girl, I'm a star. She said she never heard of me at home. I told her, baby girl, just look at your phone. Look me up, you'll see I'm a little famous on the internet. Look me up on YouTube and Instagram. One day I'll be on Wikipedia too. She was looking at me weird. I said, baby girl, let's get clear. Sometimes I get recognized. Sometimes. Then she turned to her friends. She showed my picture to them like, do you even know this guy? Then they told her they never heard of my name. And to be honest, he looks kinda lame. They said they never heard me ever at home. I told her friends, just bring out their phone. Look me up, you'll see, you'll see I'm a little famous on the internet. Some people know me. Look me up, just do it on YouTube, also on TikTok. One day I'll be on Wikipedia too.
You might be almost famous. Heck, you might just be a little famous. Yeah, I'm only famous on the internet, but in my head, I can pretend that's not lame. And that's cool.
Look me up, you'll see I'm a little famous on the internet. Look me up, show some respect on YouTube. That's where I get my check. One day I'll be on Wikipedia too.
Yeah. Hey, give me that sippy cup. Give me them tulips, let me unzip them up. Lick you up and down, I just can't get enough. Damn, give me that sippy cup. Goddamn. Give me that water, give me that gushy stuff. Got me slipping and sliding, hope I don't slip this up. Baby, I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. Till you squirt, 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 squirt. I'ma put it down and work it. I'll slurp you up cause it's worth it. Licking you is my duty. This tongue here, yours truly, girl. No, I don't lick the booty. No, but baby, you is my cutie, girl. Even if you got cooties, this tongue work got you drooling. This foreplay so amusing. I love it when you get moody, girl. Yelling at my face and now I'm yelling at your box. Got your legs up in the air and now you're leaking on the spot. I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. Got your body shaking till you squirt, 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 squirt. Need to quench my thirst. Give me that sippy cup. Give me them tulips, let me unzip them up. Lick you up and down, I just can't get enough. Damn, give me that sippy cup. Give me that water, give me that gushy stuff. Got me slipping and sliding, hope I don't slip this up. Baby, I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. Till you squirt, 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 squirt. I'ma put it down and work it. I'll slurp you up cause it's worth it. I'll slurp you up cause you perfect. Put the work in cause you worth it. Yelling out God, she don't go to churches though. Why she screaming, I'll never know. When I'm in it, sprinkler systems, body shaking, leaking, twitching. Got you dripping, dripping. Quench my thirst is what I'm wishing. Give me that sippy cup. Give me them tulips, let me unzip them up. Lick you up and down, I just can't get enough. Damn, give me that sippy cup. Give me that water, give me that gushy stuff. Got me slipping and sliding, hope I don't slip this up. Baby, I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. I'm a slurp, 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 slurp. Till you squirt, 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 squirt. I'ma put it down and work it. I'll slurp you up cause it's worth it.
I'm Illuminati. I'm Illuminati. All right. That's a secret. Welcome to your full moon in Libra ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, the Piece of Dealer. And we're going to do this declaration of non-consent ritual. Okay. This is definitely very amazing because we're doing this in tandem with the eclipse, the South Node and North Node. So some of you may be doing this with us for the first time. Prepare for the ride. Others of us have done this several times. And ask anyone in the chat who's done this even once. Ain't no fucking joke. Okay. This just stating it or being present for it aligns your focus and intention, and at the very least, points you in the direction towards doing it, which does a lot, makes you aware of certain things. You want to think that everything up until now has prepared this straight shot, all right, of a 180-degree angle getting ready to be new again in Aries. All right, it'll cover, of course, the next few weeks, but one thing, the Duke Esquire, the eclipse is literally just starting. I like that you said this because in starting to learn about astrology, I made the mistake of equating the event for the actual day. So it's like, oh, that's the day of eclipse. So that's the day the lessons are going to come. And these are more ranges of expression. It activates on that day. It starts to blossom, break through the ground, and then harvest. So as far as the eclipse, we haven't started yet. The eclipse officially doesn't start until the new moon in Aries. The South Node in Libra was preparation. The full moon in Aries was preparation. This full moon in Libra is now debriefing from having to prepare over the next 6 months. Literally, Libra to now is you going through a training montage of getting your body right. And then this full moon, which is 2 weeks to the mission, is now you finished preparing. You've just gotten debriefed. This is your mission. Get ready over the next 2 weeks. And then we kick it in. So like we're just getting started. I like that you said that because anything that's coming up that's not really what you're aiming for, this is what allows the adjustment of the direction towards coming into what you want. This non-consent ritual is going to be entirely powerful. We're setting the intention for it to smash any, of course, throughout the last 6 months that we did this, unknown or unintentional, contracts or decisions or chords or whatever you may have gotten yourself into. This reestablishes it. This is a super stupid reboot. Okay. So don't be surprised if during and after this, you notice an entirely powerful shift in the way you interact with other people. And if in an invisible way, people unconsciously and subconsciously are reacting to emotional hooks or facets of your character with which you allowed them to use to undermine you or to manipulate you, there's going to be a very serious frustration and cognitive dissonance just from that energy dynamic shifting, where it's almost as if like they can't breathe, as the footing they had before isn't there, even to the point with which you are leveling up beyond that. So even if, of course, like with Dreaming with Tess, you didn't allow them, they're going to have even less of the opportunity. All right. Be very mindful of your intent. This full moon in Libra is releasing the belief and intention we activated 2 weeks ago with the new moon in Pisces. Okay. So
you have carried this dream towards now embodying and identifying with it. I am. And this is helping you balance who you are relative to over the next week, understanding what you do with other people, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with other people, the agreements, the initial decisions being made relative to who you are and what it is you agree to. So this non-consent ritual is definitely going to help align this. But for those of you who felt like you've been being jumped vibrationally, not that it's a new thing, first of all, comment in number one. If you feel, especially ever since Pluto entered Aquarius, the intensity of these psychic channels telepathically and also vibrationally, it's a lot more intense. You're getting a lot stronger because of the intense pressure, but it's like, oh, for some of you, it could feel overwhelming. This doesn't have to be in that sense. It could just be in what you're doing. You know what I mean? As far as like the strenuous nature of your work or your family, because Pluto is going to be in different houses for all of us. But you are not alone. You are one in your experience. We are one as a body and consciousness. However, you are not alone. So please understand that everyone else commenting one is also filtering through this experience in their own way. All right. Okay. You're getting fucking jumped. All right. I just wanted to say that, just as the nice way to say it. This is from me to you. You're getting jumped and you're kicking their ass. And they don't like that you're kicking their ass. You're not kicking their ass conventionally in the sense where you're squad wiping them. You're holding your ground. And since the intention is for you to be less than yourself or to shift your direction, you're not allowing yourself to be swayed. And it's disrespectful. Some of you are going off the hip. A lot of you are not holding back anymore. If you commented a 1, this non-consent ritual is all gloves off. It is war. There's no more beta test. Everything you have learned, okay, it is time to apply, which we do every year, but this year at a rebooted level, okay? You're getting ready to kick ass on another level. Some of you, Villanera, you're destined to, in the contextual sense that you're designated as a villain because you're just being yourself, not because you're actually breaking the law. That being said, what's really, really, really key here is to maintain the direction you are carrying your character. You are developing your character. You are activating your character. Once again, the next 2 weeks is unlocking the balance of how exactly you're presenting who you are. This is going to harvest now the power of that in your character. And then you're going to 2 weeks from now activate a new cycle of who you feel and are aware you are and destined to be. War. Okay. Over the next 6 months, it's ready to pop shit off. That's why everyone's getting all riled up. Things are popping off. It is just the beginning. Okay. So with that being said, I got my stick. Get the strap. Oh, fuck. Okay. And let's see. Okay. The other thing we want to talk about is the unlocking of supernatural power within you. The last time the North Node was in Libra, okay. Pluto was in Capricorn. So you are still in the process, and I'll show you this. You are still in the process of awakening the God power within you. Now you're awakening the supernatural quality of its energy. And now with a clear Cancer and Capricorn, this is perfectly streamlined. This is you becoming a Power Ranger. This is you like actually oh, what? Really? And for a lot of you, it's not necessarily just Power Rangers. I'm just using that as an analogy. There might be a new set of programs, shows, and mythologies and symbols to express this. But yeah, definitely something to be mindful of, because everything up until this point was awakening and activating higher elements of your capability, consciousness, and expression outside the range of your physical brain's ability to perceive. All right. Exceptionally January, February, and March. So this Aries Taurus arc is putting the helmet on. It's you actually like, okay, integrate. We're activating the integration. We're actually now, it's actually activated. We've set up, the higher self has set everything up. Okay, boom. And this 2-week period, from now into a week, you're harvesting that power. So you are breaking through your individual self expression through the harvest of who you are. Okay. And then a week from then is going to transcend who you are, because, well, now you are actively utilizing the next level of your abilities, awakening the supernatural quality of it, and going through that Pisces balsamic phase. Legendary, ultimately legendary. It's all suited towards coming into a direct revelation of who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, you have come into these revelations like never before over the series of the past few years, if not your whole life. So you're getting ready to embody the axioms and principles around who you are. This is the moon in Libra, the moon in Scorpio, the moon in Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, all the way to prepare for the new moon eclipse in Aries with Chiron. That's it. This is the key. Unlocking who you are. Matey. Yes. And then we're going to meet in 2 weeks, and it's going to get lit. By the time we meet in 2 weeks, so much has happened. That's very relative. So much has happened that's going to be very chaotic, that will, of course, have shifted how much more prepared we are to really step into this war arc. Okay. The pandemic arc was, of course, pre-apocalypse 2020. Then we had the Ukraine-Russia war arc 2022 to 2024. Now we have the war arc, baby, 2024 to 2026. And it looks like this might be an extended one that carries on to 2030. So you're not just a spectator in this conflict. You are situating as the moon goes into zodiac signs that represent social and collective understanding. That understanding helps you realize, oh, that's what's happening. This is who I am. You really need to feel excited. This is it. There's so much still happening, loading through Mars and Venus and Pisces. All right. So if you're excited to unlock power, claim it. All right. I am limitless. I am almighty. I am perfect. I am. You don't even need to say anything else. Just I am. That's it. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this declaration of non-consent. We'll have you know that, of course, this clapback, this non-consent ritual is charged with a clapback courtesy of Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raphael. All right. Shout out to our partners, 29 degrees Leo and also 9 degrees Pisces. Any of you carrying that energy, you might actually inadvertently, consciously, or indirectly, unconsciously be channeling this clapback. Okay. Now, Raphael is telling me that the nature of this clapback is instant. There is no time to waste. This is literally having you reconfigure who and what you are aligned with and is aligned with you. So there's going to be a near immediate, it doesn't mean like shit's going to just change instantly, but there is a near immediate activation of the clapback facet of this. Raphael is telling me, don't be naive. You have to actually act off of what is revealed to you the moment you see it. After you do this clapback ritual and a Freudian slip comes out of somebody that reveals more of their intent towards you, or you have an intuition about someone, Raphael is asking you to act off on it. You are being revealed this. Don't give them the opportunity to be like, oh, no, it's nothing. Okay. Just making sure we're clear. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Gabriel is telling me that this shit gonna be fierce. This is gonna be the righteous, thunderous clapping. Y'all are about to see some people fucked up out of nowhere. And there's certain you may not have 360-degree perception, so you're not going to understand why a whole group, why a large amount of people at once, a thought process, a belief system got done for. And your brain might process hard, what does this all have to do with me? But you here are not just you are a spirit. This is just your physical form. So Raph is saying it's going to be quick. Gabriel is saying prepare, a bomb is going to be dropped. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Gabriel is saying that there is a caveat. This clapback is going to drop a bomb. All right. It's vibrationally clapping back energy in its purest state. So there are people in your corner who you may not even know has been thinking about you every day, sending you positive energy. You don't even know. Like, they've been praying for you. They've been actually like looking out for you directly, indirectly, and you might see them upgrade instantly. Like, this bomb is going to completely expand more of what was sent at you. All right. Gabriel is saying, if you don't want smoke, don't do this non-consent. Yo, Gabe, chill, Gabe. Chill, Gabriel. Gabe is saying, if you don't want smoke, like, this is not the average ceremony. This is an eclipse ceremony. If you don't want any smoke, okay, you want to just go through this cycle, independent, minding your business, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't do this ritual. Don't come back maybe like in 15, 20 minutes after we're done, 10, 15 minutes after we're done, and then I'm doing the planets and talking about them. Cool. The reason why there is smoke is this is by agreeing, by consenting to activate this clapback. This bomb you're dropping will count as an attack, and your ops will make their move towards you. And Gabriel and Raph are saying, ain't nobody fucking with you. You are what this eclipse is activating you on your individual path. As you are walking this path, for which should be straight and narrow, because broad is the path that leads to destruction. Anyone who walks in your path is getting smoked. This is the angel's promise to you. They are protecting you. If you walk outside of that path, your protection is not guaranteed. So you're going to be hit by agents. The whole mission from South Node to North Node, once you activate the mission in the North Node, clearly conscious of who you are, this is going to set you off on a 10-year journey. The mission of the Dark Forces is to change your trajectory before you're going to get debriefed for the mission. So if we can fuck you up before the mission, that's what is happening over the next 2 weeks. The path will be clear. You're going to be influenced, pressured, peer pressured, shamed, guilt tripped into, oh, you shouldn't do this. That's not good for you. Blah, 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 blah. What are you trying to do? Because anything so that by the time we get to that new moon, you're desensitized from. You're like, no, I shouldn't do this. I don't want people to be mad at me, or I don't want, no. We ready for the smoke. We are ready for the smoke. It's very unconventional. It's not in the conventional way where you would think, oh, okay, you have to be from this in order for this to happen. No, no, no. Everyone's getting it. Everyone's getting it. Everyone's experiencing it. There's no one who's not experiencing this. This is very opportune, if anything. Okay. If you agree to do this, as long as you walk on that path, you don't get off that path, you don't get off that focus, right? For those of you who get the mission but you get distracted, you are not going to be as protected versus if you are on the path. There's going to be an extremely, and especially for those of you who commented number 1, there's going to be a more extremely intense concentration of this focus towards undermining you because you are becoming more of a threat. It's not necessarily like you're a victim. That's what I'm saying. You are not the victim here. You're getting jumped. You're getting psychically attacked. You're getting vibrationally pressured, gaslighted. Many of you are getting gaslighted on a metaphysical level. I want you to comment a number 2 if you are getting gaslighted on a metaphysical level. That means not just physically, it's like even the way you are being influenced to perceive your events on layers beyond the personal, transpersonally. It's almost as if you can sense beings outside of the physical through physical beings here. So a lot of you are going through this psychologically more than just physically. It's just playing out physically. Fam, if you commented a number 1 and a number 2, you are not a victim of this. You are a fucking threat. You are a fucking threat. Do you know how many millions of people are caught within this illusion? That's what I'm trying to say. There are about 99.9% of people, and I don't like to say that because I don't want it to sound like you are the chosen 1%. It's not really like that. It's not necessarily like, oh, you are smarter than other people. No, there are all sorts of smart people, wealthy people, poor people. There are all sorts of people who, whether they were good enough or not, they were caught by this illusion. They were hand twisted. They were guilt tripped. They were shame manipulated on a deeply psychological level, being made nuanced over nuanced to doubt who and what they are. You are a cold motherfucker. You are a cold motherfucker on a physical and psychological level to not only acknowledge what's happening, but to have the grit to literally live through multiple psyops. This is not a fucking joke. You are not a victim. They are looking at you as a fucking threat. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about war. I'm not talking about Ukraine, Russia, Gaza, and Israel. I'm talking about the war on your spirit and soul. That's what everything you're seeing around you is subterfuge for. It's really just a production. Not to say these conflicts aren't real, but they're still producing what's really happening. I'm saying they're taking the production set to real conflicts and they're spinning the narrative on what's really happening. Okay, it's still all production. That's what I'm going to say. It's still all production. So be very mindful because you are a fucking threat and they do not want any. You made it past the Hunger Games. Let us be very clear. Thousands of people died through 2020. A lot of people died through the first and second phase of the Hunger Games. This is not a fucking joke. This is not a run the stats. Run the stats and look at the death toll around the world. A lot of people psychologically and physically did not make it. Y'all had the audacity to call bullshit and not let a fucking psyop run and play you. You have psychological strength built. This is everything that you have been trained for. So you're getting ready to crystallize all of these lessons you've learned throughout the next 2 weeks at its most intense variety. If you commented number 1 and if you commented number 2, your decision to do this non-consent ritual is going to open up an entire world of smoke with which you are getting ready to claim victory once and for all over all of it. This is dependent on the integrity you have in your belief in yourself and your willingness to walk your talk. And at any moment in time, be ready to meet the test. Anyone testing your integrity, we have nothing to hide. What's up? I'm really about that. What's up? Who wanted to know? Who wanted to know? There's no, you're walking with angels here. There's no path for fear. This is opening up and exposing ghouls, demons, vampires, werewolves, evils, cursed spirits that you've had, like everything that you felt and had the intuition of throughout the Pluto Capricorn. It's awakening into your now mental knowledge. It's like, oh shit, I knew it. Okay. So this is why this is aligned with your unlocking of power. You're becoming more of a threat. This makes you a higher priority. It is time. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Feigning ignorance, psychological mechanics to gaslight you, to doubt your ability and what you're saying, looking at you weird so that what you're saying subtly helps you question yourself. These are lame losers, weak, threatened people by the power with which you're bristling. I just wanted to say bristling, but yes, for which you are expressing wholeheartedly and superbly. And we ride at dawn, baby. This is it. This is the straight shot. This is the straight shot. This is the straight shot. Okay. All right. Revelation. And then, of course, victory. Spirit is giving me the message that even when all hope seems lost and it looks like it's not possible, take the word given to you and see it through. Don't stop in hell. Get through hell. Get through the challenge. Declaration of non-consent. Uh, 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 uh. We are the source from the all source. We are sovereign. We are free. This is my declaration of freedom. The following is to be declared in effect via the spoken word, by the way. So you could read this along with me. You can meditate, hold an intention, will release. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, guys. So before we do this, I want to charge um this ritual. And I also want to charge our intentions. Okay. Okay. If you are present here with us right now, I want you to hold an intention. Ooh, and once you hold the intention, you'll feel it charge in your heart and soul. I want you to feel an intention. What is it that you want? What is it? Who is it that you are? And what is it that you want? Okay. I want you to imagine that there's a big pot in front of me, or pot. I want you to take the wish you had since 2 weeks ago when we did the magic pot luck, and I want you to feel it. Now, everything that you wished for, I want you to now envision and decide that's who you are, right? Hold that intent. Okay. Yep, we not turning back. We not turning back. Okay. I want you to throw and release this intention in the pot. Okay. Or just hold it. Okay. Say it out loud or feel it. Everything that you believed you can accomplish 2 weeks ago, I want you to now embody. You're going to hold this, and in 2 weeks, we're going to activate that. It is so. Okay. That's it. So there's 268 plus people right now, right? Or 260 plus people. Now that you have this intention, there we go. There we go. Yes, you are definitely more than welcome. Now that we have this, right? I want you to set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true immediately for the highest good of all. Now, 270 plus people are exponentially charging your intention with their intention and vice versa. That's it. Now, all you have to do, I am, right? Hold that intention. And with that intention, say the following. Clapback time, baby. This is my declaration of freedom from all control, AI, beings, and authority structures that interfere in harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself, and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimensions, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, or their representatives, their superiors, employers, their on or off-world allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Okay. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, withdraw, and retract all harmful agreements for all my bodies, parts, fragments, atoms, DNA, cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being as an entire universe that I am on all levels, dimensions, time, cycles of time past, present and future on all levels of existence for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am to all my bodies across all universes, even in the fold of time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Oh yeah, I know you feel that. I know you feel the fire. We do this in Libra season. It's a lot more like professional. This is a lot more lit in Aries season. Each experience of my being is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, being, except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other being, human, entity, corporation, group, and any other example of someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profit or control with meaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. Gangster shit. The monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the true purpose of buying and selling or owning is forbidden under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in a being and has been used, that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA that is my private domain, for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, or controlling, is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly banned, forbidden, and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique and personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness, anywhere in any universe, dimension, astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. Let's go. It don't stop. I thought I told you that it don't stop. We don't stop. The harvesting of my energy. Yeah, I said that. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever the form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or profit from, or to profit from. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanite technology, parasites, or any other type of infectious diseases or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, or wheresoever, now, in the past, or in the future, to be used upon my human physical body or mind, consciousness, or soul, whilst I am living here on Earth or any places in and out of space and time wherein such forces can influence one's being. I am reading the shit out of this. I'm sorry. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology implants, physical, etheric, or astral, living or non-living, to be used on my body. To be used on my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness or my soul body. Okay, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I am asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity, entering my consciousness on any level at any time, ever, if the intent is to bring harm unto myself or unlawful harm unto another entity. I withdraw consent. Do you hear me? To any type of frequency wave currently being used. Let me run that back. This shit is real. I withdraw consent to any type of frequency wave currently being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique human, physical, etheric, or astral bodies. My DNA, my cells, or my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, or covert, Earth-based and off-world-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used, that projects pulses, sorcery, beams, or waves of any known frequency which has been seen to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. I withdraw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water, in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I withdraw consent to aerosol sprays being placed into the air I breathe,
nor the programming being inserted into music that I listen to. I withdraw consent and do not accept any programming placed into the audio and video images I am exposed to. I withdraw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth because I know that these acts are harmful and unhealthy to myself and others. You don't know what time it is. We get extra here, baby. We get extra here, baby. This contract is fire. Withdraw it. Claim it. Claim it. Claim it. I'm bringing the fire. I'm bringing the fire. Oh, I'm crazy as fuck right now. I withdraw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archons, demons, and negative spirits or any entities using mental energies or any other forms of frequency harm or attack against my living being or bodies, or using my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I withdraw consent to exotic machine-like robotic technology, either physically or etherically, or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, inflict, infect, or harm my body, my mind, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul at any time, at any place, for any reason. Let's go. I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal body, mind, and soul, also known as my own personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, or my happiness, also described as my life. I am using my sovereign lawful will and intention to declare an order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being / corporation / government / religion / entity / machine, whether on or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my life or my body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any measurable negative or harmful way. No treaty made by anyone anywhere is valid if it collaterally affects my living being and breathing being, my life, my happiness, or my prosperity in a harmful or negative way without my full and comprehensive and transparent consent to said or stated treaty, even if I personally am not party to such a treaty. This includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world and or interdimensional. Oh yeah, we comprehensive with this one. I know this is resonating with you as I'm reading this. Your subconscious is like, that's what that was. That's what that was. Oh, trust me, they're gonna be mad that it already didn't work, and now you are overlaying it. Yeah, I said they don't want you to win. Another one. Okay, I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, on any and all levels. Any previous contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off-world incarnations that involved gross deceptions, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black magic, occult, sorcery practices are all here and now made permanently null and void. Let's get it. Let's get this shit. No contract I have signed or agreed to, either in writing or as an assumed or tacit agreement,
as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon the earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of time or space, physical, dimension, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. If any of my previous consents or contracts of which I was a party involved me being under duress and or were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consents or contracts involved intentions of using me to serve another selfish agenda or purpose, they are all now invalid. Oh my God. Damn. The chat did not. Hold on. Let's not beef in the chat real quick. This is so non sequitur. What the fuck? Okay. Someone's not getting invited to the wedding. What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay. Any person, being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have a contract with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body must do so in complete transparency, with every single piece of that contract consent explained in full detail with absolutely no missing information or obligations left unstated or explained, and must be written out in full with my full conscious approval and wedding signature. Public notice to Earth's criminal, harm-inducing appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters, and any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machines, or person aligned in any way with any of these beings. Okay, listen up. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occurred without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will whatsoever is hereby now permanently removed and challenged and denied. It is denied to any and all beings or entities unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. This is my favorite line. You ready? Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary. And this is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth, Gaia, and upon all off-world dimensional universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet, Earth, Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other level of existence wishes to form any contracts or agreements or treaties with me, they must do so face to face. In this physicality that my human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration. Okay. I have the right of my own sovereign will to change, update, or modify this declaration at any time. That's it. It's a dub. We did that right now. We just did that right now. Your haters were mad. They were punching their fist in the air because you declared liberation. Basically, you declared non consent. And it's far beyond just taking your power back. Really? Huh. Are you sure? Okay. All right. So we normally follow up the non-consent with the inner peace declaration. Um, these articles are on my website, on my blog. So the website, see, we've been doing this so effectively. The website that this originally was on, they took the website down. So, I had to scoop it up before just in case. I got on my website. Since you asked, I got you. I will pull a card. In the spirit of Aries, I will just pull one card. Uh, Normally, I'll do a pick a card, but we'll just do that message of one. Okay. With that being said, um, the hardcore nature of this clapback and non-consent ritual has been activated, completed, and harvested. Activated, integrated, harvested, completed. This inner piece is going to polish everything. And this is going to be where Gabriel was mentioning the more flagrant facet of this. As the ceremonies are not membership exclusive. So like these are always public. The transit talks and the ceremonies, you don't have to be a member for. You will always have access to this. All right. This is, very important because there's nothing that your enemies and ops hate to see than you just smiling. You being at peace is the reason why they send you these mental projections, just so at the very least you can be in a state of stress. All right. All that's done is make you stronger because you alchemize the energy, you alchemize the vibration, the frequency, and you take a big fat dump all over their faces, and they don't like that. Okay, so we're gonna do this inner peace declaration, and I want you to just feel the victory. We did it, guys. We're gonna do this again in 6 months, and the articles are there. So for those of you who want to do this every day or as much as you want, the resources are there. Download it, copy it. It is what it is. Feel me? Okie dokie, okie dokes. Use daily upon rising, before sleeping, or any time that you feel negative energy may be impacting you. If you feel that you are being drained of vital energy, or that you may be misusing your energy, this will assist you in uploading and retaining the upgrades and universal realignments to your higher purpose. If we lived in a conscious world, this would only need to be done once. Though, as we become more than one with all life and the collective consciousness, it is necessary to stay vigilant to keeping clear and aligned to our higher power source, whilst going through the many course corrections, rebooting, and realignments, which are a part of our landing sequence. This realignment bubble creates a sacred space in which the user, through your intentions, can be fully supported in receiving unlimited pure energy from the source so as to carry out your divine purpose. This will also reduce and even eliminate any draining, negative, unsupporting projections from any source and clear out other misuses of energy. Okay. A declaration to anchor a proactive, empowering, ascending, clearing energy bubble, a peace bubble. Oh, all right. Let's get very intentful here as we do this. As you've seen before, If we lived in a conscious world, this will only need to be done once. Well, since you're doing this with 300 plus people, that's why we can get away with doing this once every 6 months. It really just activates the intent. You reinforce it with repetition. But given that you're doing this with 300 plus people who have also intended for your wish to come true. So for the extra 30 or 4 people who have joined, what you missed is that we actually set an intention of who we are that reflects what we want. So if you want $1 trillion and you believed you can make $1 trillion, new moon in Pisces, now you're releasing the intention by saying, I'm a fucking trillionaire, motherfucker. I'm a trillionaire. Look, the way that my checking and savings account is set up, it may not be there, but I'm a trillionaire. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whether you don't have to worry about how. This is just the intention, okay? And it doesn't. I'm using something that might be unrealistic. It's whatever. All right, and then set the intention that everyone else's intention comes true. There's 300 plus people doing this, and are you ready? 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 Let's go. With the unlimited power of my mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supporting loving energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be accepted with great gratitude. All toxic and negative energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be immediately returned to sender, cleared, purified, and without malice. With the unlimited power of the mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supporting loving energy sent from me to any and all outside sources are gladly offered with 100% unconditional love. All energy sent from me to any sources that do not honor or respect these energy offerings will be returned to me, cleared and purified. All toxic or negative energy, intentional or unintentional, sent from me to anyone will be immediately returned to me, cleared and purified. This declaration is so and is made manifest throughout all time and space, dimension, in the past, present, and future, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year throughout my physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies until I request the removal of this bubble, or I no longer need any realignment, and the evolution process is complete. This declaration is given with great gratitude, with the support and guidance from my spirit guardians. It is so, and so it is. It's a dub. It's up. It's up. We are ready for war. Let them laugh. Let them laugh. You can laugh too. It's cool. I don't really. It's cool. I'm not sure, but boom. Okay. So it's time to break down the debriefing. Right now, as you can see, we are 180 degrees. Actually, this is technically 190 degrees. But yeah, we're in the 180 to 210 degree angle. Okay. Once the moon goes into Scorpio, if you think things have been dramatic and chaotic now, you better prepare. Get ready. The intensity square Pluto and Aquarius is about to take this shit to the next level, baby. And that's going to involve the transformation of your character that you're currently harvesting. This next week is an unlocking of power. What is this power? What do you call it? Well, we're going to know that after the new moon, with the moon in Gemini, coming into Gemini season. However, shout out to the Infinity Gang, Infinity Cult. We're a cult of limitless beings. However, this unlocking is set to bring to your realization the nature of your identity that you have actively evolved for over 365 days. Let me give you reference. First of all, 9 years ago, the North Node was in Libra and Pluto was making an exact T square. This is bars, baby. Jupiter was barely going through Leo after it retrograded. All right. We were just beginning to integrate this new cycle of evolution we started 2010. I'm preaching right now. I'm fucking preaching right now. So look at it now. If you go back to 2015, there are a lot of people who you met. Not everyone, of course, stayed, and that's just common. That's naturally going to happen. But you want to look at the nature of these connections, who you were then, and how what you're doing now, literally opposite. What you had to do in integrating and building yourself before, you're leaving behind. You don't have to go back and ride with training wheels. You're riding Maseratis now. You're no longer riding that pedal bike. Okay. So, you know, it's definitely very, very, very revealing, because now that Pluto is no longer in Capricorn, the power you are evolving and awakening to is complete. You've awakened it. And now you're awakening the supernatural quality of its energy and frequency and vibration. All right. So relative to that, this empty Cancer and Capricorn house is getting ready to give you an exact, immediate, streamlined unlocking of power. I want to explain this again, because 15 degrees Pluto in Capricorn 9 years ago is resistance in the circuit board. And you're not able to really get the full element of your true potential because you hadn't even begun to finish evolving there yet. Now, Jupiter, that was in Leo 9 years ago, is in Taurus. It has started a new cycle. And that brings me to my next exhibit. Last motherfucking year, Jupiter was in Aries. Okay. With the North Node in Taurus, this is what not only activated the new moon cycle in Aries with Jupiter to bring in this new cycle of evolution, but well, now we, after a year of self-realization, are coming into the unlocked understanding of who you are post-evolution. Be very mindful at this stage, post I told you so tour, the bitterness and resentment from people's inability to assert their philosophy and beliefs over you, to put you in their box, is now coming more directly in the way you identify yourself, being seen more in the way they may project disrespect, which is just disrespecting themselves, as you're just being a mirror. From the range of people supporting you and aligning you so much more efficiently, powerfully, uniquely, various ranges. This is getting ready for you to step into your power. Lily, it frustrates them on a level that they can't put into words. And because they are weak and also little and also bitches, what we like to call in Harvard and Yale as weak little bitches. All right. This enables you to continue to shift the status quo once and for all. All right. There is a liberation of old beliefs that you will replace with a new system of beliefs. And this is going to show you how you are applying this greater self-concept of belief in yourself relative to the synchronicities that have aligned you to this facet of yourself, and having you unlock the warrior within some of you that you are, and kick ass, take names, but most importantly, completely activate the configuration between you and your higher self, you and God, with your imagination as a fully functional application, with your body as hardware with which you can use it to warp reality and fucking do things. This is the arc that you've been building. This is the shame and guilt manipulation that you've been ridiculed by dumbass idiots once again, I want to be very clear. There's compassion that is needed here. Just because you're clashing with people, they're going through stress too. Hurt people hurt people. So, it's easy to just lash out and be like, they're fucking stupid. They're fucking idiots. Like, they're stupid. Like, some of you really have like this very compassionate, kind understanding. And you're able to, in understanding the depth and nuance in what allows people psychologically to hurt other people, hold space to be kind and healing so that you can fight love with hate. All right. I'm fucking petty though. These stupid ass bitches don't know what's about to hit them. Like, they really don't know what's about to hit them, and they're about to be slapped in the face because of the consequence of them trying to undermine you. And you balance, Libra, literally rebalance everything. And that force is what's going to literally put them in their place. And like it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You getting debriefed. The moon is 15 degrees in about an hour and a half. It's gonna go on the south node. You're getting debriefed. Okay. Now let's really talk about this. Every 28 days, okay, every month, the moon has been going over the south node in Libra. It's been doing this in Libra, and then of course it's been doing this in Scorpio. This represents a update of debriefing relative to the arc. We can, if you want to look at TV seasons, you can break the nodal signs as each arcs. I like to use Saturn and Jupiter, but they're different timings you can use. So the moon now making a 180-degree angle is very important. And let me show you why. Because if we go back 6 months ago, when we were talking about the advent of war, and of course, Israel had, of course, declared war. This was where you activated the seeds to actually spark and unlock this power of the eclipse. 180 degrees of this activation is harvest. That means right now you are harvesting. The sun and the moon during the new moon that's going to be opposite this is going to be a definitive harvest through January that had you start to break through the ground the integrity necessary to maintain the balance 6 months ago you initiated. These haters are mad. They're bitter because they're fucking stupid. And they thought they could play you. And they're realizing that no matter what accolades or whatever, like, attitude they put, it was really nothing. And now they're big mad. Okay. Not trying to say that everyone has haters. I don't want to project, but I'm using this as an analogy to speak on any negative frequency and force friction. You know what I'm saying? Attitude towards this. Okay. So keep that in mind, because the harvest of now what you activated with the South Node, what did you activate? Superpowers. So what are you harvesting? The original raw expression of these superpowers that you will polish over 6 months. And then we will meet in Libra season, election season, and we're going to kick fucking ass. Do you see how this is leading to a war, bro? I'm trying to tell you. Until then, it's time for you to get debriefed on who you are. You have a lot of people strapping labels. We're in a fucking stupid, sensitive period of time where people literally make up words in order to project their sensitivity and strap labels on you, because instead of actually addressing what you're saying, it's easy to just typecast you. And people are realizing that that shit never worked. It was just a stopgap measure to put a band-aid over the wound of their own insecurity, because they're stupid, weak little bitches. I don't know what else to say. You stupid, weak little bitches. You can't fuck with Infinity Gang. All right. Why do they even care? Why? Because you are threatening. You may not necessarily be aware how what you say goes against what they don't wish to hold themselves accountable to. And so who do they have to blame? You. Okay. Anyway, that being said, that was their karma. Now they're living it. And in about an hour from now, once the moon goes 16 degrees and activates this, the timer will be here. This is all mathematical. This period of this activation will fully debrief you over the next week. By the time the moon is in Capricorn, you have come into the full, practical, grounded understanding of the debriefing of the mission and how to utilize it moving forward. The road to this, of course, with the moon in Scorpio, is going to bring, first of all, with the quincunx to Neptune, a complete transformation of what you believe moving into the conflicts that will prepare you for the new moon. Once we step into the moon in Scorpio, this is sharpshooter season. You're going to get targeted. And this is going to make sure you are applying what you've learned to trust the right people, because this is going to open up very powerful avenues of wealth for you. You're taking this newly defined value that is actively expanding, and the moon in Scorpio is going to help you understand where you can invest it in, how to invest this, how to prepare for a greater return on investments in as short as 2 weeks. This is the harvest of the moon Taurus transit that we had quite literally 2 weeks prior. Okay. Every 28 days, we have this conjunction. That is what leads to the harvest of this by a deeper wisdom and transformation and understanding of how to work with this value, how to harness it from physical to pure energy. All right. That wisdom wraps around to connect with these beliefs you're reinforcing. This is going to help you understand how you're transforming. And now all that in the darkness is going to come out into the light. Moon in Sagittarius. This is going to be a very wild and chaotic day, y'all. This is going to be stage 3 of the harvest of the power. So power that you're literally harvesting and understanding right now that's attached to your mission, you're going to see the effects of through the moon in Scorpio. That's going to just try Neptune, provide wisdom. This is what's happening. This is why it's happening. Cool. You're going to see the effect of, really play with it. This is going to ascend your sense of self. This is going to tap you into your God self. Boom. Once we now step into the moon in Capricorn, we will debrief. But very important, that square to Neptune is going to disillusion you from now old mechanics and methods of processing and reasoning, because you are now stepping into a higher delusional aspect of yourself. Delusional because if you were to levitate right now, it would seem delusional to you because you are so used to believing you couldn't fly until you did. Now you have to literally transcend your old perspective. That's why an aspect like this can really lead one down delusional rabbit holes. Now the moon in Capricorn, 270 degrees of 12, will complete this cycle. This is where now you are getting ready to prepare for the mission. You have harvested all the material you need for the mission, like in those movie montages where they're like, oh, here's the weapons gun. You might need this gun, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to blah, 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 blah. All right. And so now, okay, the moon in Capricorn is going to challenge you to maintain integrity towards the direction of authenticity you want to take. Yeah, you have been briefed. Yeah, now you understand what is expected of you. But now it is time for you to decide who you are and what it is you want to do and how it is you want to do this. Once we step into the moon in Aquarius, this is going to be peak energy. This is going to be fucking crazy, guys. First of all, that trine with the moon in Capricorn is immediately through Taurus going to ground investments, and it's going to help you understand where to direct what you're coming into. You're instantly going to understand how to use these new powers. All right, that you haven't even yet activated. This is just unlocking them. We're unlocking through the full moon, and then the new moon is going to activate these new powers. Fucking gangster. So as you come into the knowledge of where you belong and who belongs with you, and the higher extraordinary awakened knowledge of who you are, this is going to adjust how much more valuable you feel about yourself. A square with the moon in Aquarius to Taurus is putting out something through Taurus, and then through Scorpio, you're sharing it on the block. And then moon in Aquarius Like thousands of people who you shared it to are like, we love this. We love this. Now the way you feel about yourself has shifted. That's the 90-degree square. Do you let the voice and opinion of other people impact your value? It is inevitably. You want to make sure, of course, it's aligned. And this is what's not only going to gravitate you towards who resonates with your value and wants in on it. That's going to lead to one of the most legendary balsamic phases of all time in the darkness of the exalted sun. This is going to take you there. And Saturn is going to test if you're just saying you believe in yourself or you really do believe in yourself. Okay? No bullshit. Venus is in Aries. And once we step into that new moon, it's motherfucking go time, baby. And nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Okay? Nothing can stop what's meant to be, not even people hating. All right? And ladies and gentlemen, fuck the bullshit. Screw what other people think. People will rhetoric you to death. People will stand on beliefs they don't know nothing about and they just feel strongly about. Stay focused on who you are. This is between you and God. No one else is going to reveal this to you but God and your connection of God within you. And this may cause you to have to call an audible that goes against people's expectations against you. Do not play with Kronos. This motherfucker does not play. Kronos is not your God. Kronos, if anything, can assist you in your co-creation with the all. So please, please, please be prepared in less than a short hour to take this intention. All right. For those of you who have just joined, we're going to close out with the ritual done again. Set an intention to who you are. 2 weeks ago, we had the new moon, right? So if 2 weeks, your new moon intention is, I believe that I can be a diamond recording artist. Well, now the full moon in Libra is, I'm a fucking diamond recording artist. I'm releasing my belief and now actualizing my awareness in Aries. I'm a diamond recording artist. And now in the moon in Libra, I'm going to understand, oh, I need to reach out to this artist. I need to collab with this artist. You are actively and intentfully bringing this in. Okay. So I want you to set an intention, what it is that you want, whatever it is that you want. I want you to actualize it by being that, saying, I am this, right? And then once you make this intention, I want you to set the intention that everyone else's intention is coming true. With the highest good of all, there's 321 plus people who are, of course, stepping into and activating your intention. Underlying theme here is the Five of Pentacles. This is a sense of alienation. This is a sense of lack. For too long, you have dealt with people who don't understand the value of what you do. This Five of Pentacles is literally you with maybe $500 million worth of material. But the culture that you're in doesn't see value in it. They're like pigs. And you have pearls, but pigs eat trash. They don't buy pearls. They don't take nuggets of wisdom. So like, and I'm just using that as an analogy. So you feel like you're poor. You literally feel like you're broke because on the surface, no one's buying what you have. You see people who are buying trash and they're making millions off of literally selling trash. And some of you, you're questioning your worth, your isolation. And it's not you're valuable. It's not even saying you have to look at the value. You know it's valuable. Yeah, this is just saying as an underlying theme, don't let the illusion around you like influence you to think otherwise. Maintain that value, because the main card that we have here is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, once again tied to the clapback that we did, is not just rejection. It's not just the betrayal. It's putting you in a position to really cut off everything that does not truly value you. I want to make sure we're very clear here. This is a very powerful message. It's easy for you to dress up. Some of you unconsciously may personally be in a position where you are wanting to be in people's good graces. You know, I have to dress like this, I have to act like this. You're not faking it, right? But you're maybe jumping the hoops, even if subtly, to certain people's expectations, with which enable you to maintain that value. These two cards are saying Aries is raw. Aries is original. At your rawest self, fresh out of bed, without makeup, eyes and lips crusty. You are worth it. You are recalibrating your value so that when you're like that, you're not like, oh, I'm not my best self. And then, but you're always your best self. For those of you who feel like, oh, I need to be my best self before, you're your best self right now. Like, Spirit is telling me that some of you are doing affirmations and manifestations, and you have this vision of yourself of, okay, I need to be this person, and then I'm going to get the desires. No, you're that person right now. You, the raw you at your core is what is being desired. This recalibrates now. So you are drawing to you those who accept you, not because you're less than you're in your rawest form. This is saying your rawest, grittiest form. You still are. I still am. I still am. You have been hit with all sorts of fucking excuses, all sorts of people lying to you, grown adults telling you, oh, this is why you need to be like this, or you have to be like this, or you don't do this, so this is why you're not this. They're fucking stupid idiots. They don't know a thing about you. They don't know shit about you. They say what they say from the outside looking in, judging you to put you inside their box so they can feel comfortable. Respectfully, they don't know you. They don't know what God has promised for you. They don't know what you are unlocking. And you might literally be seeing why they are sent to gaslight you out of believing yourself. Some of these people are not even aware that that's what they're doing. So it is a war. It is a battle. The willingness for you to maintain authenticity is your fight. That is this war. We're not bringing guns. We're not smacking people. Although if you want to, if you have to smack someone, if you have to kick someone in the nuts because they're molesting you or whatever, you got to do what you got to do. But like, yeah, the battle we're fighting is maintaining your authenticity. I am. Before Abraham was, I am. They picked up stones and threw it at Jesus. When people tell you who you're not, you're going to say I am. When people tell you who you're not with their actions, you're going to say I am. That is the battle. You are maintaining this identity with the integrity and consistency, challenging even yourself so that you don't be a hidden enemy in the way of your own progress. Okay. Keep your mana intact so you can manifest. All right. Over the next 2 weeks, you're getting ready to activate this. And at your rawest self, you are worthy. You got it like that. You have receipts. You're not just laying down on toxicity. Don't let these people lie to you and make up hypotheticals. Three of Swords is saying if they cannot accept you at your raw self, cut them off. Cut them off. They are useless. They are useless. All they did was hit you with excuses. And once you kind of double up and come through, don't tell them that. Don't let them come around. It is what it is. Period. This is serious message. Serious message. All right. Anyway, we got the Chariot. All right. Once you have done that, once you have secured that, it's victory, baby. It's victory, baby. You are maintaining the willpower. You are maintaining the momentum that this direction is taking you, and you're going to come into more victory. This is literally victory through willpower and determination. You are ignoring immediate gratification, and you are keeping moving forward. And this brings the sun, baby. See, that was magic, son. See, the Chariot and the sun means you're up. So the universe was protecting you. You're about to come into a milestone victory, and you're literally weeding out the fakes who didn't believe you and believe in you and invest in you before. Oh, well, I just don't like the way you look, or I just, I don't want to be seen with you because these people think this. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, tell those bitches to stay away once the light shines on you, because the sun is going to bring attention on you. Chariot, you're winning. This is literally exalting you, and everyone's gonna want a piece of you. That's why the universe is like, hey, hold on, go raw. Who is really fucking with you when they feel like you don't have anything? Raw. Because it's not like you don't have anything. This is beautiful, baby. This is beautiful. Sun card, chariot. Okay, let me actually read to you a very important element of this. I don't think you guys know how big this is. This is how epic this 2 weeks are. This is your victory, guys. This is a victory that might have been tried to be taken away from you, and it's failed miserably because no one could ever take what's yours. And this is going to illuminate how, if that's the case. Peep game. Okay. When the sun is in your reading with the chariot card, a victory is at hand that will be big news, catapulting you to a higher social standing. Okay. Higher social standing, transforming the status quo. A lot of this is like high school, where it's like you're not the cool, popular one in the group, not because you're not actually not cool, but just because a majority of dumb fucks decided, right? And now you're coming into a victory that changes the way of who people think is popular because of what you're actively doing, not based off of fake stuff. That's another thing. Like, there's going to be a way your victory speaks louder than words, where people are being celebrated for not really accomplishing much. And then your accomplishments are going to put into perspective what you've been really doing. And it's going to put others to shame, primarily others who've been looking at what you're doing as not even real. You're going to be like, how could this not be real? Look at what it's done. So, like, this is it, baby. This is it, yo. As people are picking their sides, you know what I'm saying? Come straight raw. You owe nothing to anybody. If they cannot handle you, then tell them to kick rocks once the sun is shining, because when it was raining, they made excuses. Spirit is saying that anyone who has made excuses for you while it is raining, then once it's shining, they should have nothing to do with you. Okay. Anyway, you guys stay blessed as always. That was fucking epic. Sean Grove, thanks for asking for the card. Was not expecting this. We got a double major, guys. So like this is huge victory. You guys are getting ready for the next level. It's well deserved. It's well earned. This is all within the next 2 weeks. So like by the time we step into 2 weeks from now, let's get it. Y'all stay blessed as always. And until next time.